This isn't your usual profit video. I booked 50,000 rupees at my convocation. Yes, in my full graduation attire, in the middle of all that chaos, I was finding my exit. And while everyone around me was celebrating, I was at my own war zone, following, calculating my exits and the markets. Here's the breakdown. This was a swing trade on JK Lakshmi based on a weekly, daily time frame trade analysis and entering it on a smaller time frame for risk management purposes. Now, I entered in two accounts. This is the account number 1 where we have booked 12,000 rupees profit because I went with smaller quantity. Account number 2 where I went with more quantity. Let's refresh it once again in order to check the quantities. 840, that means more than 6 lakh on this account, which is pretty big deal. 2 दिन की swing trade थी, बहुत low risk high reward swing trade थी, काफी अच्छी quantities मैंने ये trade enter करी थी. Trend line first of all on a daily time frame. Beautiful line right there on the weekly time frame as well. Now going to the daily time frame, it was looking something like that. I wanted the structure to break it directly in order to capture it to the previous zones. Brutal supply, this is what I call brutal supply, means this supply created lower low formation, not like this supply created higher low formation. अब यही देख लो मेरा example. I took the trade on Friday, किसे पता था मेरा setup बनेगा. It was a really great setup. I entered with a big quantity in it and on Monday मेरा convocation था. I wanted a breakout of this. Let's see what happens. So this is what I got on the day. It gapped up and went up. So where I entered, that's the biggest question. Now let's go to the smaller time frame, like a 5-minute time frame, because I was observing ascending triangle pattern formation on a 5-minute time frame after this huge gap up, and this is the first candle that came up. So you guys can see on both the accounts, the buy average is coming out to be 738, but on the first account, this one where I went with more quantity, so here the initial part was this where I started entering my stock with like 2 lakh, again 2 lakh, again 2 lakh. So my overall quantity was coming in this area. So this is my whole buying zone. It was my 738. If you guys take out, this is 4% risk into the trade. Okay. And this is coming out to be a 7% reward. That was my brutal supply that I created right there. This fall, this A-shape movement becomes a fall. This comes to this area, that will be a A-shape fall, complete pump and dump. It will definitely fill the gap and move even further to the bottom. That was my logic for the stop loss. Pretty good logic, right? Now let's see what happens the next day. The coming day, it gets more hectic when you have a 50,000 rupees swing trade at the stakes. It was proof that when your logic is clear, your setup is right, you can execute from anywhere in the world, even during your life's biggest movements. Stock on a 5-minute time frame, the whole logic goes to the daily time frame, the whole credit goes to the daily weekly swing trade. Actually, why I'm showing it on a 5-minute time frame, because I want to show the real emotions, that every candle that was being made on a 5-minute time frame, I was watching it. People think trading is chill. People around you tells you it gives you freedom, everything, but nobody tells you this, that it consumes you 24/7. And meanwhile, I was also watching all this on a smaller time frame, that when it was retracing bad, it was like what to do. If I go to the stage, maybe if my name is announced and the stock comes back to zero, maybe what I will do, I need to exit. So I was maintaining, managing everything. The pressure was pretty high and eventually the stock went up. But when you are in a trade, you need to be a disciplined trader no matter where you are. So what do we learn from this video? Patiently wait for your A+ setups. Whatever type of trader you are, wait for the A+ setups. Whenever they come into your life, you should be ready. There should be a plan. And even if you are at your convocation or any big achievement of your life, you should be ready to execute and manage your trade. As a disciplined trader, next day I went to my desk, journaled every single thing. For more videos like this, I have made a whole series, a playlist which I share on my Telegram. Be the part of my Telegram. Follow it right now. Link is in the comment section and description box pinned. See you in the next one.